All right, we got Chase and Jeff Vader, two top 8 finalists from Frosty Faustings playing against each other. Two very good players at this. Jeff Vader, I believe, was second place, if I remember correctly, for Frosty Faustings. Chase, I believe, got 7th. Both are amazing players. I know Chase got top 8 in Windjammers at Frosty Faustings 2020 as well. So yeah, they're both super good in their own right. I do not know nearly as much about like the finer points of this thing. Matter of fact, some of the people here probably know a lot more about this than I do by far. So I'm not even going to go over the mechanics for it or anything. Lots of countering, so essentially you are able to counter a super or a special shot by returning at the exact moment it hits you. But the sooner you throw it after you catch it, the faster it goes, and then there's a lot of curve you can throw on it. Kowtow, if you want to join me on commentary, it's completely up to you. I am in the commentary. I'm in the streaming commentary right now. Kowtow, jumping in.
Well, if it's my request.
Thank you so much for all your help this week.
You stream and get IK'd up, so I'm not behind the action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right now we're in the normal lobby. I didn't like do a special lobby for it or anything. So right now, Chase taking first round 13-0. Oh, just chucks one and right around Jeff Vader is up 6-0. All right, Jeff gonna be able to throw a super back. Puts Chase into the bleachers. They're not bleachers. Into the goal. 3 points. And Kowtow is here.
And I'm here. So the 12-0 that's something that'll happen in this game because it is very difficult to score on each other. So as that timer starts getting lowered, you have to take more and more chances if you get behind. So sometimes 3-0 can turn to 12-0 in a hurry, just because you got to make a comeback somehow, which means you got to take some risks.
Oh yeah.
But it is overall a very defensive game, and you really have to kind of be creative with your shot selection to get people into positions where they're going to have a harder time catching it. Vessel with the heavier throws, if he can get a pop-up towards the net and get under it, he can force very difficult to react to just straight shots. Miller's got to get a little more clever with
Why
the
does it
shots.
do that? What's with the flashing tonight?
Oh, yeah, it flashes at the start, yep. Vessel's very good on concrete. This is my favorite stage as well. Let's see. Jeff knows the serves here. I don't think he got it that time, but...
Man, Chase is doing super good tonight. So yeah, I totally didn't know Chase was as good at this game as he was.
Oh, he's very good, yeah.
So my way of figuring this out was, oh my gosh. My way of figuring this out. Go ahead.
The rule on that is when you're countering custom supers like that, each character's unique super, you can change it into a super curve or a super lob, but you cannot go back to the custom afterwards. So it could have been that they just didn't input it, or they just tried to get that super past them, but the way that Vessel's super works, they were lined up to keep catching that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And the lob, get him. Lobs are generally defensive. If you're reacting too early, sometimes you can get caught out by them like that, but for the most part, it's really, if you're in a bad position at the net and the opponent's got you cornered, you want to lob out and get out of there. Nice bounce off the top.
That was really good. I don't think I would have gotten that. Bumpers
Vessel's
just
flatter curves are really good on this map in particular.
What the heck was that?
Yep. Sometimes they'll just have a weird bounce like that. Oh, he almost had it.
Yeah, you can get really mixed up by the bumpers there. By Chase just throwing against the wall and letting it ride along. Like at some point in time, you just think there's bumpers there. It's got to hit the bumpers, even though like it's riding the wall. You're just
if
like,
it goes your way or not, you always have to thank your bumpers.
Yeah.
That's the rule. Shout out to Frankie. But it's really, you start to learn how to make educated guesses about how it's going to work. Nobody ever knows exactly what you're going to get outside of service, but you start to learn based on your positioning to make certain throws that you think are going to turn out really well with bumpers, or just lob away from them on clay, especially. Sometimes you really just have to lob out on clay, but on concrete you can get a little more creative sometimes. It's 1-1 now. Oh, Jeff got back in time for that. Those borderline charges are tough sometimes, because if you try to push the net and they get that super lob over your head, it's tough to protect. Good volley there. Oh, that bounce is crazy.
So, what'd you think of Sonic?
Listen, we're talking about Windjammers now. Does Jeff is not doing the vessel serve on this stage. And I wonder if that's because he knows Chase knows how to get around it, or if he's just not getting the input for it. But he is opting for some different serves. The vessel serve that I use on this stage, if you do a 1-3 curve or a 9-7 curve from 2 your side, will really be a 7-9 curve.
No.
If we're just going my left to the side. It will bounce off the bumper and go straight up into the opposite red corner. If you push the net against a vessel player, you can catch it easily, but that opens up some other options after that. But we didn't see it too much there. That's another game for Chase, but that was close.
Yeah, that was a super
he's
long
bringing
game.
out Tabayashi. I haven't seen much. Oh, we're gonna see some nonsense. So this is the other bumper stage.
I was about to say.
Together. Mike, have you seen what Biaggi Super does on these bumpers?
I have not, no.
Oh man, you're about to see some gaming.
Some tomfoolery.
Yes.
Jeez.
Nope, that was a pretty normal one.
That was a pretty normal one, but still, like,
Yes.
I got mixed, because like, I didn't expect to go through there. I expected tomfoolery. And the
Right.
game's like, no, why would you expect tomfoolery? I'm just a very normal video game.
So there is something else that Biaggi Super will do. If you're up against the wall and you throw the Biaggi Super away from the wall, it will just slide very quickly along the wall.
Dang.
The Biaggi Torpedo is called. Oh, that bounce was... If that throw was a little bit sooner, that would be probably in there. Biaggi can, in fact, score on himself on this stage sometimes. Technically, so can Mina, because her throws go backwards a little bit.
Good
But
five.
Biaggi's the more common of the two, just because of how his super works with them.
So yeah, I was gonna say
right through the middle.
the Chase story I had.
Really does
So,
this. That was
my
close.
gosh, I think Chase was kind of lucky, just happened to be sitting right there. I mean, he probably knows a lot of the.
Yeah,
angles,
those are
everything
not
like that.
reactable. If it starts going crazy, sometimes pushing towards the center and like grabbing it right off the bumper can be good, but it really depends.
But yeah,
Round? Go ahead.
Chase and I have known each other for a long time. We used to play DDR
Oh,
with
yeah?
each other way back in the day
Oh,
when
wow.
he lived in Waterloo, Iowa. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Chase actually one year, Anime Central 2003, he came to Dubuque from Waterloo, which isn't like it's an
Top,
hour and a
but there
half
it is.
away. Drove, picked me up, and then drove back because he had to pick other people up to drive to Chicago. Long story on that, but yeah,
driving.
he totally drove an extra like 6 hours throughout that trip just to come get me. So much respect for Chase. So one day, me and him are playing Neo Geo games on like an actual Neo Geo
Nice.
at a buddy's cabin, and he's like, "Oh, let's play some Windjammers." Like, okay, so we're playing Windjammers on it, and he is just mopping the floor
Oh yeah,
with me.
he's good.
I had no freaking clue, and I'm getting like, I'm getting kind of salty about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I thought I was okay at the game. I thought I knew a little bit of what I was doing. I couldn't do anything against it. I'm like,
Not at all.
Jesus. and like I was, we were playing fires back and forth, and I was beating him in those a lot. And But yeah, he just mopped the floor with me, and I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? How do I play? And then I learned shortly after that Chase kind of nice at Windjammers.
Yeah, he's one of the better Windjammers 1 players for sure. He's been playing a while. A lot of the online brackets once Fight K2 got updated. So he's in there. Oh, nice surf right off the bat from Jeff.
This was, oh god, when was this? This was back like 2018? Yeah, it was a while ago. 2018 or 2019. Yeah, Chase is super good people. But yeah, our
Jeff should try to guess on that one.
Our buddy Eddie, like, just has a bunch of retro systems laying around with, like, you know, like, what the hell?
Yeah, wide curves for the light characters will go backwards a little bit at the start. It's not usually what you're looking for on them. Usually you're trying for a different shot and you just don't quite get it.
It's still kind of wild to see, like, to throw that like somebody's throw that in somebody's mental stack.
Oh, he left without the disc.
You're supposed
That
to take
dash
that
away from it was definitely a throw. He thought he had it in his hands already.
Yep.
Oh no. And that's the thing about this game. It's very simple to learn how to play it, but when you get to a certain point, you want everything to be so precise, and the penalty for being early or late on something, especially early, can be severe.
Yeah, just like dashing away from the disc, like, well, there's 5 points.
Dashing away right before you throw it, because you want to get that perfect just frame throw off, and that's what happens. This is still, if he can, he's got a couple more chances at this, but nah, it's over.
Ouch. Chase having a really good set here. Like, all these are like super close, but Chase is coming out on top just a hair over Jeff, and
it's going Chase's way now, but Jeff is no slouch. He plays very well at Frosty's, top 8 in both games. You know, Jeff is a really good player.
Oh yeah.
If he straightens it out, he could bring 3 games back just like that. Oh, straight throw.
Yeah, runner-up, second place at Frosty's is definitely nothing to
He did better than me. I lost his grand. I got 7th. But I did okay at Windjammers too, which is I'm happy with that.
As we're sitting here BSing, like just takes the set just like that.
There he goes.
But yeah, like all these sets have been like really close. Jeff just barely like losing in all but like a couple of them. Like Chase had a couple kind of blow ups. But
right where it's been.
But yeah, it's
good patience on that one.
It really hurts like seeing 3-0, but it was close though, and it's just like, oh man, like you're just like a couple points away from it being like, you know, 2-1 or even 1-2. You're
now Jeff's starting to control the full field on here.
Ooh, good counter attack by Chase there.
Those 1-3 and 7-9 curves are good for Vessel on these wide stages as well. If you get close to but not right up against the wall, it's a really shallow curve, but when it hits the wall, it'll bounce in the opposite direction very sharply. So it's a really good mix-up if you're, you know, a couple steps away from the wall. Uh-oh. Jeff is going to have to start pushing aggressively towards the net a little bit more, though, because he needs to score. Yeah.
There's 3 points.
He's got a chance now.
He needs 3 more.
It's very difficult to score on Miller, or Mita for that matter, if you're thrown from the back line, because the movement speed is there to get to you didn't get it. To get to any disc that you need to.
Yeah, Jeff is cool people. It was kind of fun, like watching the Windjammers top 8s and Windjammers 2 top 8s for Frosty Faustings. Not only because it was cool seeing such, you know, good high level play, but also it was good to finally put a face to like all these names I constantly see
New people,
in mystery brackets.
Yeah, Club was there, Warp was there. Zagrand you've already met.
I met Zagrand, yeah. It's been a long
Who
long
else?
Time. Warp I had seen before on his stream.
Who else had you not seen?
I hadn't seen Rune.
Oh, okay. Rune and Club, probably.
Rune, Club, Jeff. Yeah.
Oh, you hadn't seen Jeff?
Yeah.
Well, Jeff has been on commentary for Windjammers a bunch before, so.
I hadn't watched that many Windjammers streams before, so.
Yeah. He was top 8 he was commentary at he wasn't top 4 commentary. He was during Windjammers polls at Evo. I think Jeff was on commentary for my stream matches at Evo.
I didn't get to watch the Evo stream for this.
Oh man. I made some money off that. Thanks, Frankie. Yeah, that's true. The Windjammers crew comes out big for mystery. This is one more score on either side. Right now, Chase has got the advantage just because of timeout, but 1 point for either one of them will do it.
Oh, that was a really bad
He
situation.
gambled on it.
Oh, jeez.
That's one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We getting some weird hiccups?
Yeah. But we're getting them at the same time, so that's good.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's not just my internet then, because Sanic and I had some weird hiccups during VSAV. And I was afraid it was my internet. That was only one. But yeah, like Top Hat said, it was just like lots of mystery entrants. Oh my gosh!
He got it though. He sat there. Key to catching those lobs to the back line though, you got to walk a little bit first and then dash. Jeff did it really well that time. Oh, he thought he had it in his hands. I've done that so many times. This is why people play Miller, even though his super's not that great, and you know, he's a little bit of a lighter thrower. He has the movement speed to get to, other than that, he has the movement speed to get to whatever he needs. Chase knows how to catch that. He left without the disc. The Vessel Super's one that confuses new players a lot, though.
No.
But once you understand the pattern, it's got kind of more of a niche use at that point. But if you leave without the disc, you're gonna just dash away from it. Near the net and like close to walls, it can be really good.
This isn't looking good for Jeff.
Miller's super's bad though.
Chase
I got almost
just gonna hang out in front of the 5. There's really nothing Jeff could have done at that point. Smart.
Jeff had a couple of chances, but it's that defense by Chase just too much. Those guys go back and forth all the time too.
Man.
So sometimes it do be like that.
Sometimes it do be like that. Good stuff, Chase. Good stuff, both of you. That was a fun set to watch. Like, I mean, you could say the joke of like 5-0 was close, though, but like every set was close, and that's the important part. Helps to practice.
I'm out of practice in Windjammers too. I should really play some Windjammers too soon, but
all right,
just haven't been on.
That is it for our Windjammers exhibition.
What's our total?